Hello. The video is the homework 24, I think. Is it homework 24? Homework 24? Yep, 3-6 worksheet. And this is the video on some of the answers. So I think this might be helpful. This is solve each equality and graph the solution. So I'm going to add the 3 to both sides of the inequality for this problem. And I get 5x less than 15. Divide by 5 and divide by 5, and I get x equals 3, or less than 3. So x less than 3. Remember that your inequalities, this is less, small, this is big, greater. So wherever the inequality is open to is the bigger number, and wherever it's pointed to is a smaller number. So x less than 3, here's 3, here's 4, and here's 2. And it's pointed this way. All right. Variables on both sides. We're going to subtract 9x. And we get negative 7x minus 3 is greater than negative 17. Add the 3. And we get negative 7x here and greater than negative 14 here. Divide by negative 7. That requires a flip of the inequality because I divided by a negative, so x is less than 2. Got to flip it. Please remember to flip it because that's what makes it true. X less than 2, here's 2. Here's 3, and here's 4. Oh, 1. And we're going to shade to the left. Okay, next problem. We're going to distribute the negative 5. We get negative 5 times p plus 10 is less than p plus 28. We then are going to subtract 1p from both sides. And we get negative 6p plus 10 is less than 28. And I think I'll subtract the 10 from both sides. And I end up with negative 6p is less than 18. Divide by negative 6. And another time I divided by a negative, so I've got to flip this sign to not pointing towards the p but away because it's flipped. Because I need to flip it to hold its trueness. And I get negative 3. All right, so p greater than negative 3. This is negative 3. This is negative 2. Negative 4. Less than negative, or greater than negative 3 is to the right, so all those numbers to the right of negative 3 is the solution. Okay, looks good there. Good there. All right, our first inequality here, compound inequality. We're going to divide this by 12, this by 12, and this by 12. They cancel each other out, and I end up with x here less than 3 and greater than 1/2. 6 over 12 is 1/2. So here's 0, and then 1/2 I guess we could put right here. 3 we could put over here. And I'm going to put circles. Now I'm going to keep those open because neither one of these have lines underneath them. And it's an AND problem, so we read the inequality. Less than 3 and greater than 1/2. All right, moving on to problem number 5. This is a two-stepper, so I'm going to subtract 5. And I get 3x here, less than 21 here, greater than or equal to negative 15 on the right, or on the left. Divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. Now, that's negative, but the 3 was positive, so I don't reverse the signs. 7 is what I get there, and on the left-hand side of this compound inequality is negative 5. So x is less than 7 and greater than or equal to negative 5. So I'll put 0 in there just to give you an idea. This is 7 over here and -5 here. I'm going to circle -5. I'm going to fill it in. And I'm going to circle 7 and not fill it in. And this is a compound inequality. So it's all of the numbers between less than 7 and greater than or equal to -5, and that's all those numbers in there. All right, so the next problem is an OR, so we're going to solve these separate. So we're going to add 1. And we get 13 here, less than or equal to -2x, divided by -2. So -6.5 is what we get here, but we have to reverse this because we divided by a negative, greater than or equal to x. Right? Or, we're going to solve this one now. I'm going to subtract the 2. And I get -5x less than 5. Divide by -5, divide by -5. And I get x is greater than -1. So let's read that inequality and get that thing graphed. Here's 0, -1 is here, and I can put -6.5 right about there. So x less, now I can reverse this. This says x less than or equal to -6.5. Now I can flip-flop this to make it more comfortable, and I can write x less than or equal to -6.5. So what that is on the graph is this way. Less than or equal to -6.5. Greater than -1 is this way. So that's what the graphs look like for that one. Okay? All right, so that's an AND problem and an OR problem. And moving on now, the question number 7 says, which number is not a solution of the compound inequality? So basically what we have to do is solve each one of these. Okay? So the first one I'm going to divide by -2. And don't forget to reverse again. Less than or equal to -9. Or I'm going to solve this one, and I'm going to subtract the 8. And I get 3x greater than 18. Divide by 3, and I get x greater than 6. Now, if a number is greater than 6 or less than or equal to -9, it's a solution. So this one is a solution because -12 fits here. Now, this is a solution because that fits here too. Now this is not a solution because 6 is not greater than 6. But 9 is, because 9 is greater than 6. So the answer to this one is A, B, and D. Awesome. So moving on then, Jack and Jill went up the hill. Jack and Jill are going tubing, $50 for the first 2 hours and $20 for each hour. So it's going to be 20x. How many hours? That's x. They have $100 to spend. So they're going to do the 20x plus the $50 because that's for the first 2 hours. I would put a little note there. It says 2 hours. And less than or equal to 100 is what that needs to be. Okay? So 20x is less than or equal to 150, or no, 50, because I subtract the 50 from both sides of the inequality. Okay? Divide by 20, and I get x less than or equal to 2.5. Okay? Now, that's multiplied by 20. So they already spent the $50 for the first 2 hours, so it's 4.5 hours. Okay? That's what you got to come up with there. All right, number 10, a winter jacket costs $200. It's on sale for 30% off. Then you have a coupon to save another 20%. How much do you have to pay for the jacket before taxes? Okay. Well, we're going to do 30% over 100 equals, okay, x over 200. Now, when we solve for x, we get x equals 60. So then we have 200 minus 60, which is 140. Now we have another problem, see? So we have x over 140 equals 20 over 100. Now that's 28. All right? So that's $28. And so we're going to take that 140 and subtract 28, and that's how much the jacket's going to cost us. So 140 take away 28 is 112, and that's how much the jacket is going to cost us. Awesome. All right, last problem. I think it's the last problem. Yep. And this one is substitution. So we do 3 parentheses 4 minus 2 z minus y squared plus 4 times 2 to the 3rd power. So this is 3 times 4, which is 12, because 4 minus 2 is 2. Squared is 4, so this is 4 right here. Plus 4 times 8, because 2 cubed is 8. We've got to do that first. All right, so then that's 44. Awesome. Have a good day, everybody. Have a good present moment.